everybody, it's Josh with Talk About Trek, and we're back today because we found some interesting Star Trek books. Can you believe it? I know I can't believe it either. Anyway, I always love to do these. It's fun. I know we were out on a vacation over the last weekend, took a quick trip up to Michigan, found a second-hand bookstore. It was called Second and Charles, and it was near Sterling Heights, Michigan. If you're up there, I would recommend it. Very good, very full of so much stuff, but a very good variety of Star Trek books, and I found some fun things, so let's have a look. I have them next to me here. Okay, where do we begin? It's a stack. It's a decent sized stack here. Is this one part of what I got? No, that was from last time. Okay, so anyway, I tried to stick mostly with the reference material because I had all the kids with me and I didn't have the time and they didn't have the patience to, go through the Excel spreadsheet and see if I can find the 1, 2, 3s that I'm missing. But I did pick out some things I definitely knew I didn't have, and the first one, and really the only non-reference title that I got this time was this Enterprise book by Dave Stern called Dauntless. But anyway, I knew I didn't have it because I literally have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only have 9 Enterprise books. So I was able to, in my mind's eye, see I did not have this one. And it was a used book, so it came at a price of only $2.40. Can't beat that, right? Oh, we're saving that baby for last. Alright, then we found some, very cool unauthorized and unofficial and uncensored stories by Mr. James Van Hise. This one is called Unofficial and Uncensored Trek in the 24th Century, The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. So these are little paperback books that just kind of go into all sorts of different things, little behind the scenes stories. I love the pictures too. The pictures, check this out, look at these. There we go. Here's Brett. So, cool behind the scenes pictures here. Whoa, look at Patrick Stewart, he looks so cool, look at him. Right? Oh my gosh, okay. Gosh, I'm going to look at more of these pictures. Oh, that guy too. Look, there's Michael Dorn. Somebody's kid? I don't know. Anyway, old pictures, stories, things like that. Just again, it was something I had never seen. And I'm like, man, I got to get that. The problem is, I keep buying reference books, and they're so dang big, and I don't have any room. I've got to figure out. I'm going to have to do like some, I keep looking over, see me looking over there? That's where they're at. And I got to figure out, I got to have a plan. But I think if I move some of the TV guides, some of the smaller reference books, some of the young adult novels, which are over there, we can make room. We can have a beautiful, beautiful reference shelf. Anyway, another book here by James Van Hise. This is the Deep Space Nine unauthorized story here. And this again has pictures, behind the scenes pictures, goes into detail about characters, things like that. So, of course, the people that worked on the show as well. So, just another fun addition to the reference set. We got this here, Star Trek Star Charts, which has a complete, they claim, the complete atlas of Star Trek here. So again, if you want to have, a bit of a paper reference and you want to see the galaxy, kind of get a feel for all these different things, this book is going to do that for you. So here, let me see if I can find something interesting to show you here. Oh, here, look here. So here's like Bajor, and then like the solar system, and where like the station is at, and the wormhole. So all of these things, very interesting, give you an idea of the distances and things like that. So very cool. Now, this, looking at it, makes me feel like I have it. Nah, I don't have this. This is new for me. New Worlds, New Civilizations. Alright, so this is a book I just kind of thought maybe it was like an art book at first, but then getting into it, it's like a travel guide, like written by someone who's actually going around. Anyway, someone actually going around to these different planets, and visiting them. So this looks really fun. I definitely want to make some time to get into this, and it is also filled with a ton of very cool art. Let me see if I can find something to show you. Okay, some of it is very good, and some of it is very funny. Like, look at this. This is hilarious. What the? Alright, so you got some silly stuff like that, but then you got some sweet stuff like this. Check out this Cardassian. Enslaving the worlds, right? Look at that. So, an interesting mix of kind of silly and fun things here. So, now, also my son was walking through the music section and found this nice little 30th anniversary special, which has the themes from the original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, as well as also some suites from various episodes. So, if you ever want to sit down and listen to the Suite of Heart of Glory on your CD player, I can hook. There's a pig down there, and he keeps saying things. I think his batteries are going bad. I'm not joking. It's a pig. There we go. He won't be interrupting us again. Anyway, we found a CD. CDs, right, man? Those are going out of... Man. They're a thing of the past, right? So anyway, I got a CD. And my most favorite thing that I found, and something that I didn't even know was a thing that existed, right here, right now, the Nitpicker's Guide for Deep Space Nine Trekkers. The Nitpicker's Guide for TNG was my favorite book growing up. I wore the cover off of that thing. I loved it because it had these detailed episode synopses, right? You could read those. You had all the little tidbits, the little inaccuracies, the technical things. I loved it. One of my favorites. So, seeing this and getting it was just, I don't know, it was the cream, it was the icing on the cake of an already very good trip to a bookstore, So, just to kind of give you an idea here, in the third season of Deep Space Nine, in the episode Second Skin, did you know that as the Defiant makes its way into Cardassian space, Gul Banal of the 8th Order hails Sisko and demands to inspect the ship? With a hollow filter in place on the communications channel, Sisko announces that the Defiant is actually the Kobarine freighter Rachmunis. The footage showing the Kobarine captain announcing this fact actually comes from the beginning of Duet. Oh! Anyway, it's a book just like this guy, Mr. Phil Ferrand, went through every episode and just picked it apart. He nitpicked it apart. So you've got all these wonderful little things, if it's in one hand in the beginning of the scene, it's in this hand in the other scene. Phil caught you, Phil knows, and he's going to tell you about it. In Our Man Bashir, in what Earth year does this holosuite adventure occur? Does anyone know? 1964. These trivia questions, you have to be such an avid watcher, because they all are very, very, very much detailed. And you really have to know, what is the name of Dukat's son? Who commands the Kraxon? Anyway, what is Dukat's son? Mikor and Gul Renor of the Kraxon. Anyway, the Nitpicker's Guide for Deep Space Nine Trekkers. Oh, what a treat. Right to my heart, right? Anyway, that was fun. I love talking about these Star Trek books that we find. And again, the only problem is I have too many books and not enough time to read them. So, I guess I need to stop talking and go read some more Star Trek books. As always, everybody, live long and prosper. We'll see you guys in the next one.